highly trained cadaver dog, not one but two separate cadaver dogs hit in the same spot, and that spot not be accurate? Have you seen that, Mr. Padilla?
Yes, I have. Yes.
When?
Yes. I can't remember the last time, but I've seen it happen.
You stated that you believe Caylee is alive, and
yes, I do.
Your reasoning is because of the cadaver dog?
No. In other words, if the situation was such that there was more than just what has happened as far as the cadaver dogs, an eyewitness to a situation. I mean, I understand that she went and borrowed a shovel from a neighbor and she had a couple of empty gas cans in the trunk of her car. These are all very incriminating things. I understand that they're looking at 30 pieces of DNA that is being studied at the lab. All of these things individually don't mean much, but now, if they really put something together, yeah, they'll charge her with a homicide. Me, I'd rather believe that the child is alive,
okay,
and that something has been overlooked.
You mentioned that you really believe firmly,
yes,
that Casey Anthony handed the baby off to the babysitter.
Correct.
What babysitter?
Well, I would start with the Zenaida.
They have started with Zenaida.
Is it the right Zenaida?
Gonzalez.
Is it the correct Zenaida, the right Zenaida? My understanding is law enforcement showed Caylee some pictures, and she said, no, that's not her, and that they went and got a Zenaida, and she says, I don't know her, and I don't know the baby.
And, Mr. Padilla, you mentioned that a lot of young mothers on drugs may hand their baby off. Do you have any evidence that Casey Anthony used drugs?
No. I'm just saying that her actions and her activities suggest to me that she possibly drinks past the point of reasonableness, and that she possibly does drugs. Those are the things that I have ascertained by looking at her pictures and things on television. I could be wrong.
And Mr. Padilla, you say that you believe getting her out from behind bars will soften her up and she will cooperate with police. Why?
No, she won't cooperate with police. I don't think she'll cooperate with police. I think she'll cooperate with somebody other than police.
Such as?
Well, I have people that have done bounty hunting. We hunt criminals that are gone for sometimes 6 months to a year, and we have to talk to relatives. We have to cajole girlfriends, boyfriends. I mean, we're in the business of talking to people and getting information.
Joining me, everyone, tonight in his first exclusive primetime interview, Leonard Padilla, the man heading to Orlando to get Casey Anthony out of jail. We are taking your calls live out to Teresa in West Virginia. Hi, Teresa.
Hi, Nancy. You are my hero. I love you.
Thank you.
I disagree respectfully with the bounty hunter. I believe that this young lady has a narcissistic personality disorder, and I believe that her parents are being coached by profilers or someone. One of the comments the mother made was about her daughter being Mother of the Year when this all comes out. I don't believe her parents really are going along with everything she's saying. I think they are trying to gain her trust, playing up to her ego, and hoping that she will tell them the truth. And I was wondering, you probably know more, how the police get people to crack, how they get them to tell the truth. I think your mother and your father would be the first people that you would tell.
I think you're absolutely correct, Teresa, in West Virginia. So far, it hasn't worked with the parents. And we learn about a web of lies told by mom, Casey Anthony, not only to her parents, but to her brother, to the boyfriend she was living with intermittently while little Caylee went missing, even to his roommates. The lies become more and more fantastic. More breaking news in addition to Casey Anthony set to walk free 72 hours from right now. We learned that reports have surfaced cell phone triangulation records point to a remote and isolated area near the Orlando airport the day after little Caylee last seen alive. To Kathy Bellich with WFTV, what is the significance? Why does that stand out to police that she was in that area?
Well, first of all, let me clear up that what I reported was documents show that she was in that area. The reason it's significant is I think there's no reasonable or easy explanation for why she would have been in that area. We won't name the street involved, but apparently after having been there, there's really nothing there. And if you go to the end of the street, there's really nothing. There's a lot of woods, a lot of brush, and a lot of water there. You just look at the area and you can't figure out what in the world she would have been doing there.
Joining us there in Orlando, Florida is Kathy Bellich with WFTV. Kathy, we're showing the viewers right now footage of the area in which cops say triangulation places Mom Casey Anthony. Now, when you say there's nothing there, we're seeing a very heavily wooded area surrounded by ponds. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. What I mean by nothing is there's not a restaurant, there are not businesses that most people would frequent. There's no easy explanation as to what she might have been doing in that area, and from what I understand, it was a break in her routine.
To Kathy Bellich, joining us there in Orlando, do we have any idea how long the cell records place her there?
No, and I haven't reported that cell records have placed her there. But I understand it was during the daytime, and that's really all I know about that at this point.
Nikki Pierce with WDBO also joining us. Anything you can add with that, Nikki?
Well, as you just heard from Kathy Bellich, she exclusively got that information and did let everyone know about it last night. I know that police had said that there was really no way to prove the amount of time that Casey had spent in that area or if she was simply driving by. The airport is close, so she could have been picking someone up or dropping someone off, as we know she has done in the past.
Well, I want to go out to our Chihuahua communications expert joining us out of Raleigh tonight, Ben Levitan. Mr. Levitan, thank you for being with us. When they say they can't tell how long she was there, can't they ping or triangulate the particular call, and then as long as that cell phone is on, can't they get a signal as to where it is?
Well, that's right, Nancy. Basically, in that Orlando area, around the airport, there are 31 cell towers. And there are, on those 31 cell towers, a total of 271 antennas. Now, if you're out on the street, as we've described, she could probably get a signal to a cell tower and be connected to the cell tower, even if she wasn't making a call. But if she walked into the woods, what would happen is every 3 minutes or so, the cell phone company pings your phone to see if you're still there and update your location. Now, if you don't respond to about the third ping, it just considers you gone, that maybe you turned off your phone. So we could easily determine how long she spent in the woods by finding out in the records when the phone stopped responding to pings, which we would assume is the time that she was in that densely populated area under a canopy of trees that would not let a signal go through, like being in an elevator with your cell phone. And then when she came back out, and then was inside of a cell site again.
It popped back up again.
It would pop back up. That'd give you, I would say, an accuracy of 3 minutes.
We love you, and, you know, please think of anything that we can help find Caylee, because as soon as we can help find her, it's going to be, open and shut to get you out of there. Okay, darling?
Absolutely, I know.